I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today. I also pay my respects to elders past and present.
When we enter into seasonal moments, it can seem like the energy around us, the energy in the community can be heightened. In these moments, we might feel a little rushed in our actions or a little pressed for time. This is why it's so important to take these little moments, however small, to focus on our own well-being in order to be able to bring ourselves back to center. Those little moments when we recognize that our environment is affecting how we feel and our ability to show up with purpose and intention. I'm B. I'm super grateful you're here and I'm excited to guide you through this yoga flow. If you're finding value in this video already, please hit the like button. Not only does it help raise my content to the top, but it helps me to continue to deliver free yoga for you guys here online. I'll link a meditation at the end of this flow to help you really move and shift your vibration from within. But for now, take the all-important step onto your mat. Create the momentum of taking care of yourself first. Remember, you matter. You are lovable. You are capable. Let's meet on the mat. Let's take a moment to arrive with the breath in the body. Grounding down through the sit bones. Really elongate through the spine. So reach up through the crown to really create that length in the back line of the body. Nice, beautiful long neck. Close down the eyes. Allow the shoulder blades to melt down the back. And as you inhale, take the breath into the seat. Send the inhale to the belly, the chest, opening into the collarbone. Exhale, just allow the body to soften. Navel draws toward the spine. It's gently guided by the contraction of the pelvic floor. If you haven't already, close down the eyes. Take the gaze inward. Just a couple more breaths. Full Agni Raj breaths. The inhale rises from the seat, opens and expands into the collarbone like water filling a glass. Exhale, navel draws toward the spine. So the body softens and is guided by that gentle contraction of the pelvic floor. One more full breath. Just allow the breath to return to its natural rhythm. Try not to alter it in any way. Just observe how the body feels. Observe the mind and any shift or fluctuation in thoughts. Let go of any distractions around you. And allow the body, the mind and the breath to just be here now. Gently bow the head. Flutter the eyelids open. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up and just bring them overhead. And as we exhale, rotate the torso to the right. Rest the left hand on the right knee. Right fingertips can rest behind. Just come into a gentle twist. Just take a few breaths here. Coming back to that full Agni Raj breath. So just really experience the fullness of the breath as it rises from the seat, moves through the twist into the collarbone. Exhale, navel draws toward the spine. Inhale, unwind from the twist, sweep the arms overhead as you come back to center. Exhale, rotate to the left. Right hand rests on the left knee. Left fingertips come to rest behind. The breath blooms and blossoms out of the seat, moving through the twist. The exhale allows the body to soften. Maybe you go a little deeper into the twist. Inhale, unwind from the twist, come back to center, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart, center samastiti. Roll over the knees, come to find all fours, so a neutral tabletop position. Knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders, lower the belly on the inhale, lift the chest, come into cow. Exhale, round and arch the spine, chin to chest, come into cat. Move through that a couple more times. Allow your breath to guide your movement. And just really feel into the body as we move from one position to the next. Maintaining that connection of the breath with each movement of the body. Coming back to a neutral tabletop. Just step the hands forward just a little bit. We're going to move through a little bit of a dynamic sequence here. So as we inhale, wave the body forward, lower the belly, lift the chest, coming into a modified up dog. Exhale, bend into the knees, send the hips back to the heels, come back to child's pose. Inhale, wave the body forward, bring the belly, the hips to the mat. Lift the chest on the inhale. Gaze is up, jawline is back. Exhale, press into the palms as you send the tail back to the heels. Come back to child's pose. And just really embody each movement. Again, following the guidance of your own breath. Move through this a few more times. Maybe you find a deep wave in the spine as you move into up dog. And a nice arch of the spine as you come back into child's pose. Remember to focus on the breath. Full Agni Raj breath, rising from the seat on the inhale as you come into your up dog. Exhale, guided by that gentle contraction of the pelvic floor, navel draws toward the spine last time. Inhale, rise to all fours. Feet about hips width apart. Knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders, tuck the toes, send the tail to the sky, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, send the breath to the tail. Notice as it lifts up and back and the chest draws a little closer toward the thighs. Maybe there's a micro bend in the knees to give you a little more space through the back line of the body. Gazes toward the back of the mat, opening through the back of the neck. One more full breath here. As you inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, soften the body just that little bit more. Breathe in, step forward, hands to shins, find a flat back. Ardha Uttanasana, shoulder blades draw toward each other. Reach through the crown, pull through the tail. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise to standing, sweep the arms overhead. Urdhva Hastasana, thumbs point back, shoulder blades melt down the back. Exhale, hands to heart center samastiti. Lower the hands, inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to shins, find a flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, frame the feet, step back to plank, whole body activation. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lower down, elbows to the side body, full chaturanga, or you can bring the knees down first, lower the chest, untuck the toes as you inhale, press into the palms, upward facing dog. Thighs away from the mat this time, shoulder blades melt down the back. Exhale, tuck the toes, send the tail to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, gazes to the top of the mat, step the feet between the hands, hands to shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Lower the hands, inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, frame the feet, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Take an inhale, lower down. Breathe in, press into the palms, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, send the tail to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, gazes to the top of the mat, step or hop to the front, hands to shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Lower the hands, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Slight bend in the upper back. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, frame the feet, step or hop back. Take an inhale, exhale, elbows to the side body, lower down halfway, Chaturanga. Inhale, push through the palms, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, send the right leg to the sky now. Bend that right knee, open and stack the hips, shoulders remain square. Exhale, square off the hips. Bring the foot between the hands, lower the back knee. Breathe in, sweep the arms forward, rise into a low lunge. Shoulder blades melt down the back. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the crown. Exhale, rotate the torso to the right, press into the palms as you hinge at the hips. Tuck the left shoulder on the outside of the right knee. Pressing into the palms to invite the collarbone to open. We're drawing the belly away from the thigh. With each inhale, it's as if there's a lightness of the body. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out. Maybe you go a bit deeper into the twist. One more breath. Inhale, unwind from the twist, come back to center, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, frame that front foot. Just heel toe the toes towards the left side of the mat. Release the shin to the earth. Square off the hips as we send the back leg towards the middle of the mat. Coming into our pigeon. Breathe in, lift and lengthen through the crown. Breathe out. Gently walk the hands forward, come to the elbows. Allow the head and neck to hang. If you like and you're in a slightly more open body, just walk the hands forward a little further. And maybe the forehead comes to meet the earth. Take a moment to reconnect with the breath. Waking up all the muscles in the body. Beginning our day with that connection of the breath to the body. Reminding ourselves that at any point throughout the day, if we need to find that moment of calm, we can always come back to the breath. Gently walk the hands back towards the shin. Press into the palms. Tuck the back toe. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. Bend that left knee, open and stack the hips, shoulders are square toward the earth. Exhale, squaring off the hips again. Bring the left foot between the hands, lower that back knee. Breathe in, sweep the arms forward, rise into our low lunge. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Maybe you find a little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift and lengthen a bit more. Exhale, rotate towards the left. Hook the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Press into the palms, lifting the torso away from the thighs. Collarbones open, creating space through the shoulders. Breathe in, lift up through the crown, creating a little more space. Breathe out, navel draws toward the spine. Maybe you close down the eyes for your last couple of breaths. Full Agni Raj breaths here. If you find you're focused on the pose, just come back to the breath. Inhale, unwind from the twist, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, frame the front foot, heel toe the foot over to the right, release the knee and the shin, square off the hips as we bring the hips to the mat. Send the back leg towards the middle. Breathe in, lift and create space through the spine. Breathe out, walk the hands forward, elbows come to meet the mat. Allow the head and neck to hang. Perhaps you walk the hands out a little further and the forehead comes to meet the earth. As we breathe into our hips, we remember that how we approach our hip openers is a good indication for how we approach challenges in life. Can we move through any discomfort? Can we recognize if the discomfort is coming from the body or if the discomfort is coming from the mind? Use the breath to create that energy within the body on the inhale and to soften and release on the exhale. Breathing in, walk the hands back towards the knee. Shift the weight over to the left. Extend that right leg out long and just keep the sole of the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hinge at the hip crease. Allow the torso to fall over the right leg, our extended leg. Maintain the integrity in the lumbar spine. So if you find that you're starting to round, just come back out. Reach up through the crown, nice long spine. Exhale, maybe you soften a little further into the fold. You might find that your elbows can come to the earth and your torso comes a little closer toward the mat. Maybe you find that you're up on your fingertips. Nice long spine, and that's as far as you go. Wherever you are is where you're meant to be. One more breath. Lift the torso, come back to seated. Bring the left hand just behind, press into the palm, press into the right heel, lift the hips, sweep that right arm to the sky, just open up through the heart space. Exhale, navel draws to spine. Feel a nice opening through the right side of the body. One more breath. Good. Hinging at the hips, sweeping that arm back around to the front. Come back to seated. Extend the left leg out long. sole of the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Inhale, lift and create space. Maintain the integrity of the spine. Exhale, hinge at that hip crease. Allow the torso to fall over that extended leg. All the while, just coming to your edge. Letting go of comparison. Letting go of judgment. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, notice that wherever you are in your fold, with each exhale, you're able to soften even just a little bit further. Inhale, lift the torso, come back to seated, bring the right hand behind. Press into the palm, press into the left heel, lift the hips, sweep the left arm to the sky, open through the heart space. Find length through the left side of the body. See if you can lengthen the neck. Full Agni Raj breath here as the inhale rises from the seat. Moves through the side body into the heart, into the collarbone. Exhales guided by the gentle contraction of the pelvic floor. Navel draws toward the spine. Good. Hinge at the hips. Come back to seated. Sweep that arm around. Extend the right leg out long. Coming into our Paschimottanasana. Breathe in, lift and lengthen. Again, hinging at that hip crease, coming to our edge. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, we reach through the crown, really create space through the spine, all the way from the lumbar through to the crown. Exhale, we fold into our pose. Maybe the chest meets the thighs, and you're able to allow the head and neck to hang. Again, equally as important, maybe you're up on your fingertips and you've got a slight hinge in the hips and you're just lengthening through the back line of the body. Always going to your own edge. Breathe in, lift, come back to seated. You're just going to scooch forward a little bit. Bring the back to the mat. Feet come to the edges of the mat or hips width apart, and just allow the feet to fall to the sides. Arms resting beside the body, palms facing up. Gently tuck the shoulder blades underneath the chest. Draw the chin away from the chest, encouraging the natural curve of the spine. Relax all the muscles in the face. Bring your awareness to your breath as we come into Shavasana. Each inhale breathes life into the body. Each exhale gives the body permission to surrender and soften a little more into the earth. Just become aware of the breath. The rise and fall of the belly and the chest on the inhale and the exhale. no different to the rise and fall of the sun and the moon. Begin to find movement in the fingers and the toes. Gently rock the head and neck from side to side. And when you're ready, roll to your most comfortable side. Slowly rise to a comfortable seat. You can keep the eyes closed. Just take a moment to notice how the body feels. The awakening of not just the body but the mind as well. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, and just draw in the energy of this practice and cup that energy in the palms of your hand as you bring them to meet. Float the hands to the heart center. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for your practice. Thank yourself for coming to the mat today. I hope this practice has helped enliven the body, will just really wake up the internal mechanisms and also get the mind moving to help you move through the day with a calm and positive demeanor. Keep making magic in this world from your space at your own pace, because that's exactly what the world needs. Namaste.